Hello everyone, this is your host Hemant Gangwar, and today we are going to learn how we can deploy resources on AWS Cloud via Terraform. So if you have not seen our previous videos, I would recommend you to see them first. So it's pretty easy, just install Terraform on any of your machines, for the previous videos. Then once a Terraform is installed, uh, just configure it. It uses the TF extension files to manage the resource state providers and different things. So it can take input from those files. Then it will speak to the AWS API and it will provision the required resource on the respective cloud of your choice. In our case, it's AWS or a bunch of resources. So in order to maintain the idempotence so that it won't make the same changes again and again, it maintains a TF state file with sync its state so that Terraform will consult it again next time before making any changes. Okay, so in order to understand it further, let's follow the official Terraform site page. So it suggests us we should have an active AWS account and a AWS CLI installed. So let's open this page and see what are the instructions given. Let's install the latest version. I'm using a CentOS 7 machine, so I'll install this. Then I'll simply pick this binary, just copy this command. It will copy all three, I believe. So okay, let's copy it. Rather than creating any more mess. So okay, installing the files for us. Okay, I'm expecting same. So this error is coming because we don't have unzip installed. So let's install the unzip package as well. Okay, I have installed the unzip package. This is the file I have. So let me unzip it first. Okay, it's unzipped. So what's the next command? Let's see on the page. Okay, that's final command is AWS install. So let's install it. Okay, so it's installed. So we can validate by running through the AWS version. And yes, it's showing me that it's installed. So one thing is done. We have the AWS installed. So now what we have to do, we have to configure the AWS credentials so that it can speak to the AWS website directly to deploy any resources. For that, we again have to go to the official page. And this is the link where we can create a new access key for us. Go to this link. I'll share this link on the description section. Okay, so this is the option. It is the access keys. Pick this information. Keep it some safe place. For me, it's not required as of now. Let me do. Okay, let's go to our can. The command should be AWS configure. Okay, it's asking for the ID, so I have to send the ID to it. Now it will ask for the password. Let me quickly copy the password from there and deploy it over here. So it's done. It's asking me for a default region name. I usually deploy my instances in Mumbai region, so that is AP South 1. Still, if you have any other in mind, you can put that as well, or you can leave it blank as well. Okay, this thing I'm putting it blank, so it's done. In order to validate, you have entered the correct credentials. That's you can check inside .aws and credentials section. It will show you what access key ID and what secret key you have pasted over here. So till here, we are done. We have configured our system so that it can speak to the AWS. So let's create a directory over here. Directory over here, and we'll work inside it. Let's create a tree and name it like my first Terraform. Enter into it. Okay, so first let's create some basic structure. I'll name it as providers.tf. As I told you that it only take the inputs from the TF file. It's pretty easy. That is the standard format you'll get on the Terraform website. What it is saying that you have to provide the request to provider. Is it Google Cloud? It's Azure. It's then which source it's picking. So it's taking the HashiCorp of AWS, and the version is 2.7. In version 12, this section was not mandatory, but now it does. Then you have to provide a provider section for AWS, exactly what options you want to pass over it. So you want to write in the default profile, and the region will be your var.region. It's a variable thing which we have not discussed till now. So I would suggest let's update it. Let me verify the name. I don't remember it exactly what it was. So it's AP South 1. That's perfect. So we have the region name. Since it's a string, let's enclose it in the quotes. So it's created. If I do a ls over here, we have a file. So we have a basic provider file. So let's initialize the Terraform so that it will take the required plugins. So we will do Terraform init to it, and it will initializing accordingly to the providers provided. You can also put the another configuration which you want to deploy here as well, but we can do that later as well. We're only initializing the backend so that it can install the necessary plugins. So there are a few things which are worth reading over here. It has created a log file, Terraform log HCL, to record the provider information, so that this file should be included in your version control, so that if you run the Terraform init again, it won't take some other provider information and do a mess up over here. Then this is the thing, it has initiated environment for us. Let's see what it is providing to us. So do ls, okay, sorry, play. So it has created a Terraform directory to us. I had in Terraform directory. Let's see what's inside it. And that was the version file it's containing. So it's there. It's a log file which will make sure which provider you're using. So as of now, we have created a basic Terraform thing. Now, let's create another TF file so that we can create our instance stanza over there. Resource creation is pretty simple. Let's create a file over here. For example, my instance.tf. Make sure the file should end with .tf, else it won't be rated. Okay, so what is saying us? We need a resource section naming AWS instance. So you don't need to remember all this. It's all given on internet. I'll show you exactly how you can search. I'm only writing it so that you must be aware how it should be done. So first instance, it takes a simple JSON like format. So that's all. This is the source definition. Then our instance type. Make sure you are following this doc at your own risk, because if you are deploying this instance on some other region where the t2.micro is not a free tier, you may incur some extra charges. So make sure that you're doing the correct thing. Then AMI, for those who don't know what AMI is, it's like a template image. So let's pick one AMI from this AWS portal. Okay, this is my Terraform page. Just do a launch instance. And it will show me which AMI. So I would like to take Red Hat AMI. Copy the name. And we're turning back to our section again. So it's that. Now I want to provide a custom name to my name. So to my instance. So let's give a name. Some name to it. For example, Technics Terraform Linux. Let's close the braces over here, and that's all. So we have a complete section to install. If you want to repeat the same for the Windows, let's take that as well. So now you know exactly what we have to write. Sorry, it's not copied properly. Okay, so the name over here. This is just a name by which AWS would take it. That's all. Terraform Windows. Let's put the name like Windows over here. And we need to update the AMI, else it would create a Linux machine only. So let's visit to our AWS portal again and start taking one Windows Server free tier image. Okay, so not 2019. I'll take this 2016 base. I like this OS pretty much. Okay, so we have copied this, turning back to our Putty section, and I've pasted this AMI. So that's all. Let's save this file and then view it again. Okay, so one way to do is if we have done everything correct is to a Terraform plan, it will validate the syntax for you as well. So as per it, we have not made any changes because we have not done anything yet. And it's also saying the same thing because I have created this file at the wrong place. So let me move the file first. It has my first Terraform. So that can be a problematic thing for you as well. So let's do a Terraform plan now. Okay, it has given me an error that I have given the instance name as incorrect. So the error is pretty explanatory. That name must start with a letter or underscore. It may contains only letters, digits, underscore, and dashes. That is saying it's an invalid resource name. First instance and the second instance. Okay, so let's correct it. Again, the same errors. Let's put it like L instance and W instance for Linux and Windows. Okay, so let's run a plan again and see if we still got any further errors. Okay, so it is not giving any errors. Let's see what it is going to do. It will show you a complete summary. So you can see it's going to create some resources. AWS instance, L instance is going to be created for you. It has using an AMI. This the thing which is giving as known after apply will be the values which will be updated only after updated. It will be deployed. Instant type it is using T2 micro. Let's see if it's taking the name which we provided. Yes, it's taking the name which we have provided over here. And rest of the things, it will let you know once this resource will be deployed. Second will be for the Windows instance, the different AMI, instance type is same and the name is different. So once we're happy that we are doing the correct thing, we can simply apply this thing. I just want to open this file so that we must be aware exactly what we are doing. So Next command is Terraform apply. It will do again the same thing which we saw in the previous command. Now you have to do a yes or a no. So I would give a yes because I know exactly what I'm going to do over here. Okay, so it's done. You can see the summary. It's saying that it displayed a message that 2 resources are added, 0 change, 0 destroyed. So if you remember the previous slide, we discussed something that it will create a state file as well. The state file, it's a human editable file, so you can read it directly as well. Else, let's see exactly first thing what it is going to show me. So if I do a Terraform state list, it will show me exactly what it has deployed, what it has managed, and then Terraform show, it will give a pretty clean summary of exactly what it has deployed. Now the things have values as well, so it will going to show you the values as well. What if I run the apply command again? As I told you, it referred this state file only. So if the file is there and the resources are already deployed, it won't do anything. But one may ask you, what happened if I move this state file? For example, I move this Terraform tf state to Terraform tf state dot back. Now what happened if I do a Terraform apply? Since the file is not there, Terraform will try to create the configuration again for you. Here, I don't want to do anything, so I'll just press a single enter and it will be cancelled. So let's move back our file. Okay. So it's done. It's idempotent again. If you do apply again, it won't do anything. So let's reach out to our portal as well and see if the required things are deployed for us or not. If you see the portal, it will show you it has 2 instances running, one of Windows and one of Linux. 2 instances which we required are running. They're up, they're running, they have an IP configured over them. So if I try to ping them from my local system, they should be accessible. If not, we left that for the AWS aspirants. So we might need to do some extra things to access it. I know what it is because I haven't provided any access key there, so I'm not able to access that machine. Also, the default security grip is not allowing me to enter as of now. So we can leave this thing like that. Now, once you are done with everything of your choice, you must need to perform a cleanup as well, a correct cleanup as well. So you can do this cleanup using Terraform destroy command, and it will destroy the things which you are going to do, which you have installed basically, and which I mentioned in the state file. So that's why the state file is pretty important. Keep that handy. I have given a yes. It is showing me the IDs of the instances which is destroying. It may take a few seconds. Meantime, we can go to the portal and see if the required things are already happening or not. Remove this running state, and we can see the Windows is shutting and the Linux is starting to dominate. In a few seconds, it should be terminated completely. So that's all we should create and remove the resources like that. It's only one example. We'll do others as well. So if you like my work, rate it, share it, subscribe it with your friends, contacts, and whosoever is in need. Learning is a continuous process. Start sharing.